Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. Ambitious ball here. No, it's come to nothing. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And this is Shevchenko. He's found a way. Oh, shooting chance! Goal, France! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's made its way. And Shevchenko! And it's played forward. Has a shot!
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nice looking ball. Oh, that was vital. Pirlo. Now it's Romario. Now it's Cantona. Now it's Cruyff. And he's straight offside. And here's Suarez.
Milan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Maldini.
Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And here's chance for a shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Zola. Rodri, nicely aimed pass. That's good running with the ball. And he's found a way past. Chance, surely! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring.
And we've reached half-time. So your views on the first half?
Milan really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Substitution for Milan, number 7, Romario.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one
Goes for goal!
Number 23, Bale.
Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And it's Del Piero. Cruyff! That's a half-decent try. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Shevchenko. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That is lovely. Zola. Zola goes pelting down that left-hand side. That's good vision. And this is Neymar. Shevchenko. Cruyff. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Makalele promptly onto that, and that is that. Del Piero. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Maldini. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And here's Suarez. Oh, good ball. Neymar! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Substitution for Milan, number 25, Zola. Number 14, Johan Cruyff. Coming on the field,
Oh, nice
number
touch.
22, Zico. Number 15,
Thuram
Messi.
defending his corner
Substitution.
stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Zico. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's gone for goal! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
And claimed it back swiftly. Into the last 5 minutes.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
And here's Bale. And the ball's come loose here. Ah, good steal. He just read it. And time is up. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. Good take, and is he in? Well read, and the danger is averted. Now, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Nicely shaped ball. Dida attempts a clip, tries from a long way out. Oh, the ball's come loose here. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. The wait had become maddening for Argentina fans. 28 years since their last major title. They finally managed it, and it was, of course, largely down to this man.
Yeah, and they won it in the best way possible against Brazil, in Brazil. Okay, it wasn't exactly a classic match by any means, but still, They did it.
It's the significance of it, of course. If there was ever any doubt as to this man's commitment to the cause, that game went a long way in proving it simply wasn't the case. Maldini. Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn, and he's worked it through. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Cruyff. Suarez might just make this. And he's had it nicked away. Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Decent chance! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Milan with the corner, they're first. Davids! What a wonderful goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Milan have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Substitution for Milan, number 21, Pirlo.
Here we go again.
Coming on to replace him is
Milan carrying a one-goal lead.
Substitution.
Davids. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And now the breakaway. Cruyff plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Davids. Zola. Bale! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught. In he goes again! Oh, taken with style. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So that's two. And Romario! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Romario clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan have their second corner now. Climbs up big! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Milan find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Cannavaro, the man synonymous with solidity. Bale. Oh, facing up to his... Seedorf with a definite fell there. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Rising over the bar.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
Could be danger here. Not the most accurate pass. Makalele kept his eye on it, and he's there. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. That's a good run down the left. Thuram making good progress on the right-hand side. And that is as far as they're going to go. Zola. Goes for goal! Rodri gets it away. Oh, they can break here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Rodri. And it's played it. Oh, what a climb! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Milan are almost home and dry now. Caceres cuts out the pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Can he finish? It's in! They're back within reach! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Searching pass he's played there. Thuram cuts it out. He's beaten Luis Suarez! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He rises! And that may well be that. That is that. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Rafael Varane. He's solid in the air, Peter, he's tough in the tackle, and a very good reader of the game. Most of all, though, if something goes wrong when the opposition break through, he's got the...
And a chance! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Could be danger here. Now, can they get him away? Takes a shot! Wonderful from Del Piero! A finish of true class! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace.
It's Zico! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Quarter of an hour played. Shot could be on. Now it's Romario. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's picked his way through. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Goes long and straight. Nesta spots it and intercepts. Zola. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Zola. And here's Romario. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Zico. Looking for options for movement. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Zico. Zico looking to penetrate opposition lines. That has ended up in no man's land. Rummenigge is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Well seen. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Some first half thoughts?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
Behaving in an inappropriate manner will be removed. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal.
Oh, taken with style! The second half off to a spectacular start! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Vieira. Del Piero. And it's Del Piero.
Milan have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
Del Piero. Looking tidy in possession here. Goes looking wide. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. Cleared without complication. And they're quick to get it back. Gives it back. Clipped into space. And he's there to clear it. Thuram.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And he's there to retrieve it. He's got away. Lahm delivers. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Vieira. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's found... And again! It's a goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cruyff. Del Piero. Del Piero gets flagged offside. Now he's got space here. Oh, given offside once more. Rummenigge. Zico. Real Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Zico can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on 4 minutes. And he's chosen to go back. Lahm hoisted in. And he's taking no chances there. Romario has created one goal already. And time is up. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Milan.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway.
Modern football is full of power, pace and physicality. But there's a player out there who's managed to avoid the helter-skelter and play a game of purity.
The peerless Pirlo.
Yeah, he coined the phrase regista, and he rules.
Davids. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, there's the clearance. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Davids. Cruyff. Cantona. Now it's Cruyff. Knocks it into space. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Del Piero. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Nicely aimed pass.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Luis Suarez. Can he get it through? Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He won't be happy with that one. Rijkaard. Now it's Luis Suarez. He has a look up. Played towards the front line. Romario is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Threads one in. Nice interception, well timed. Thuram going vertical. Now it's Del Piero. Davids makes the interception. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Rijkaard. Oh, this looks sharp. Tries to pass it through. Picked out brilliantly. Tries a shot! And he's intervened well there. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Some first half thoughts?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Substitution.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Milan really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Del Piero. He's being urged to shoot. Del Piero! Cleared without hesitation. Ferdinand is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Now that looks a decent ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Del Piero. Oh, they continue each to cancel the other out. And this is Del Piero. Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Suarez is offering a wry smile there.
Santos with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Pirlo attempts a clearance. Rijkaard! That is decidedly lacking. Santos are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Bale. Oh, played right into his path. He's picked his way through. In comes the corner. That's a throw.
Substitution for Santos. Number 21, Suarez. Number 22.
Now it's Zeke. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Number 18.
Pirlo can see things others simply
Number
cannot.
7, Pele. Substitution in
Aims
progress.
beyond the defence. It's a goal kick. Half an hour gone in the second half. It looks a good ball through. That's the keeper's ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Del Piero. Could be danger here. The ball has bounced loose now. Seedorf. And here's Del Piero.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And the pass is intercepted. And there goes the final whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Milan can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. So Dida between the sticks for this one, widely recognised, as we all know, Jim, to be one of the great keepers from Brazil.
The big easy. For me, there was indeed a time in his career where he was considered as being one of the best, Peter, if not the very best. You don't have a career like his unless you're quite special.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Pirlo. Oh, this is Romario. Now, can they get him away? Takes a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So, a breakthrough already. Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. That'll be a throw. Raul. Turan. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Maldini. Now it's Romario. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And here's Romario. Plays a sharp little ball here. Big chance! They want to be quick to recover this. And they've got a throw. Zola. Takes a shot. Well, now it's fallen kindly here. Oh, nearly, but not quite.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got a terrific header. He's got a goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by...
Oh no, this does not look good. Can he finish? Relentless, just relentless. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Olise! Fantastic from Olise! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Simplicity itself.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Davids. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Nicely shaped ball. Nesta cuts out the pass. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Milan head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Polise. Number 18,
That gets
Batistuta.
things going for the second half.
On the field. Number 6, Neymar.
Pirlo
Number 19,
is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, that's well spotted. Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Aimed beyond the defence. And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Zola is offering a wry smile there.
Good reason for optimism here. Davids! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and...
He's had a shot! It's hit the upright. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Bangladesh are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Davids. Maldini, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Adams. And that's going up front in a hurry. And claimed it back swiftly. And he welcomes it in. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nesta, always a very imposing presence at the back. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Davids, and it's Pirlo. Driving on and making good progress. Searching pass he's played there, and he's cut it out. Zola, played out to the left flank. Zola. Zola going face to face with his great rival. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Zola, and Zola! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Robertson gets it clear. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Pirlo.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Threads one in. Vermaelen kept aware. That's that, the end. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Romario taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Romario!
He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Nesta. Davids. Nesta promptly onto that, and that is that. Cannavaro is there to clear. Zola. Neatly clipped into space. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Milan are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Cannavaro. Maldini. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's picked his way through. And it's Rivaldo. Davids has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Cruyff. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Pirlo. And it's Maldini. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now he's off and running. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. No, it's come to nothing. Lahm. Not the most accurate pass. Adriano. Keeper's got good distance on that.
Milan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Lahm. Cannavaro. Cruyff has created one goal already. Looking for the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's hoisted clear. Milan with the corner. They're first. Baresi tries to clear.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Adriano. He's found a way through. Cannavaro. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Milan leading 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Now it's Forlan. Oh, well played, well sorted out. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Cantona. That's an imaginative pass. Lovely, now then.
Still just a single goal between the sides.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Cannavaro gets good distance on it. Quick look, then plays it in. And that should get the job done. Pelé going face-to-face with his great rival. And that's a dangerous ball. Deftly away. Pelé, shot could... He's had a shot! Really well taken goal. AC Milan are all square. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Adriano. Pelé. Pirlo. Cruyff, looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Adriano dominates aerially so often. Now it's Pelé. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Forlan. And no, that was never going to make it. He is through here. Zola.
Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And it's Lam. Nicely weighted ball. Now, can they get it back? Rivaldo. Knocks it into space. And he was quick to react.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Romario gets into a good position. And that's the keeper's ball. And that's that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Romario claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the standout. He'll be looking to set the tempo and dictate the play here, Peter.
He is so integral to this team, isn't he?
Yeah, he has the quarterback influence on a team so that as soon as he gets on the ball, everyone starts making runs. He's a master passer and a beautiful manipulator of the ball.
Pirlo. Now it's Bale. This is Romario. Romario. And the shot! Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Keeper has taken decisive action. And it's Maldini. This is Romario! Oh, denied brilliantly.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Milan have their second corner now. Davids! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Bale, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, just skips past his man. Goes down, but nothing given. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Romario. There's the shot! Goal! Milan! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now it's Neymar. Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Milan are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Rummenigge. Rummenigge was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Davids is someone so often referred to. Oh, they could be caught out here! And this is Neymar. And that has been cleared.
Milan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
that has been cut short. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, he's been caught napping! Now, can he find a... And Romario!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Romario.
There will be 1
Xavi
minute
Alonso.
added time.
Now it's Neymar. Rummenigge finds himself offside. And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Milan really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Milan have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And we are already promptly back underway. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Rummenigge. Davids. Maldini. And it's Davids. Now Davids. Pirlo. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Dida. Xavi Alonso. Romario being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now. It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Bale. Pele. He is through here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. No way through there. Knocks it into space.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Milan have their third corner. Header! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Now it's Kante. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Substitution for Milan, number 22, Zico, number 20.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
23, Bale, number 21.
He is just caressing the ball.
Number 10.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Number 19.
Applies the finish!
Substitutions taking
And
place.
that would have won it.
Messi really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Robertson. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played, well played. And he's managed to get rid. Looking for the run. Plays a sharp little ball. And the shot! It's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Cruyff conjures time and space where few can. Hernes. No, that's been intercepted. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And he's lost his man here. Great chance! And that is the last effort of the game.
So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in.
Romario picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yep, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Driving on and making good progress. Can he get it through? Pele goes steaming forward. And it's Cruyff. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Romario. Bayer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Great vision. And that is expertly dealt with. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's managed... He's one-on-one, surely! Chance for a shot! Goal! Sporting! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that.
He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Oh, delicious, such devilish curl!
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Romario. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Yamal. Now, can they get him away? And he welcomes it in. It's a mighty effort! Goal! Sporting! And they're back in front. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Pirlo. It's a good spell of possession, this. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Van Bouten gets rid without sophistication. Pirlo. Has a look and plays it forward. Just 5 minutes left until the break. That is good alertness. Oh, easy pickings there. Roberto Carlos. And it's Conte. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Roberto Carlos. Serginho. Roberto Carlos. Thuram. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Substitution.
And we're underway again.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Cannavaro does well to stand firm and defend it. Bale, very much a man of this moment. Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in...
And the shot! He has done it! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Sporting take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Davids short changes him with that pass. Mbappe. This looks promising. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. And it's Zico. Zico, there he goes, motoring forward. Very nice shapes to shoot!
Substitution for Sporting, number 14.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be... Honest! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Beckham gets good distance on it. Played out wide. Serginho. Nesta. Hernes. And here's Romario. Cruyff. Davids. He's going for goal! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Hernes. Now it's Romario. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Serginho, and it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the pass is intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence. He's got away. Real chance! They want to be quick to recover this. In he goes again. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards.
Substitution for Sporting, number 1. Mbappe.
Now, power or placement.
Number 13, Conte. Number 7.
Wonderful save by Vitor Baia.
Coming on the field, number
Oh, what a
23,
cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
Pedri. Number 22, Bellingham.
He has found the way through.
There will be 3 minutes
Hernes.
time.
Zico. And the number on the board is 3. Well read, nice interception. Can he finish? Just not quite happening for him just now.
Milan really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Coming on the field
Corner number
is
2 then.
Number 17, De Bruyne.
Oh, smashing header! He's got a goal! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? That's that, the end. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, obviously they'll be disappointed with the loss, but, you know, they'll be...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
And this is Del Piero. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, can he get onto this? And here's Del Piero. Oh, good spread. Caught offside that time. Keeper's got good distance on that. And claimed it back swiftly. Tries to pass it through. Del Piero. And here's Nedved. Zanetti. Good effort from distance. And that has fair fizzed. Milan still without a single shot on target. Nesta is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And it's Bale. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's in plenty of space here. Eto'o. Chance for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Eto'o is offering a wry smile there.
Darren Fletcher. Nedved. Nedved. And here's Del Piero. Del Piero. This is promising. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Darren Fletcher. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Eto'o. Eto'o charging forward, the ball at his feet. And he's managed to get free. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Madrid with the corner. They're first. Nedved plays it short.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the first 45 minutes are up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we are back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Big header! He will be livid with himself.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Zola is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Nesta.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Zola.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Zanetti.
Del Piero. And he was alert to it. And he's managed to get rid. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
And it's Cruyff.
Yamal.
He won't be happy with that one.
Zola, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability.
Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it.
Oh, easy pickings there.
Milan really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Maldini cuts out the pass. And he's had it nicked away. And here's Eto'o.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And this is Bale.
That's good play from him.
Oh,
And it's Bale.
he's had a shot! And yes, it's there! And that could well be the winner!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Substitution on the field. Number 14.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Number 20, Platini. Number 10, Substitution.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
We are into overtime.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Now this could be a chance. He has found the way through. Romario! And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Bale picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this
Thrilling,
map.
nail-biting,
Thank you very
perhaps
much for your
frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely.
it.